Alrighty, well, we've got this 2011 BMW X5 5.0, 123,000 miles. If you go ahead and buy the Corporate Citizen Playbook PowerBook, which includes everything, includes the productivity course, it includes the Corporate Citizen Playbook, it includes the new YouTube how to turn a small YouTube channel into a lot of money. It includes all that. Someone is going to win this X5, and this is the details. Now, if you enter into the payment plan, you will not be eligible to win this. So you have to go ahead and buy the one and done, and everyone that bought last month will be included in the drawing for this prize. Also, this car has 2 keys, clean title. I will ship this car anywhere in the lower 48. If you're in Alaska or you're in Hawaii, you're going to have to pay for shipping. If you want the car, I will just go to the second person. Also, there's going to be a second prize. And I'm kind of thinking about this. I'm going to probably do a camera and a MacBook Pro laptop to get you all set up. So this is what's going on with this situation. It's the 1st of June and the 1st of July, we will do a drawing to figure out who wins this 2011 X5 5.0. Once again, this is the prize. We're going to try something a little different. So this is the first prize, and then we're going to have a second prize of a camera and more than likely a MacBook Pro laptop. Or honestly, I might be giving out a desktop, because for you to do YouTube editing, a desktop is much better than a MacBook. So let's go ahead and say we're going to give you a camera and we're going to give you a brand new Apple desktop. So that's what's going to happen. This is first prize, and then we're going to have a second prize. So once again, if you're going to enter on the payment plan, you are not eligible to participate in this drawing, and I'll explain why. One of the things is I have a lot of really good payment plan people. About 70-75% of the people finish up the payment plan, but for some reason 25-30% just drop out. And you win this and then you drop out the payment plan, I'll be a little pissed off. So that's why people who are in the payment plan will not be eligible for this drawing. So let's get into some more stuff that's going to happen in this new training. What's going on, guys? Yep, I am going to give the X5 to a winner of someone who buys the Corporate Citizen PowerBook. That's what I named it. Now, also, I will make people who buy the YouTube course by itself also eligible, and all of the people who bought the Corporate Citizen Playbook, everyone will be in the drawing. Now, I know I'm going to get some shade about the people in the payment plans, but this is something I would say the majority of payment plan people finish up, but there's 25-30% that'll just drop out, and I am not going to I'm just not going to do that, because that would set me on fire. If someone who was on the payment plan won the BMW and they stopped paying their payment, and the thing is, you know, nah, we're not doing that. Also, the second prize, I have made up my mind. The second prize winner is going to get a MacBook desktop and a camera, probably a Sony 7S III. That's the camera that I use. So those are going to be the two prizes, because one of the things that I'm doing is, like I said, it's a new year. It's time to do some stuff a little differently. So we'll see how that happens, because X5, I bought that almost 2 years ago. It's paid for, so I don't have to worry about that. And strange little story. I was thinking about getting a brand new Porsche Cayenne, and I was looking at the specs and some stuff, and my X5 is still way faster, and I'm just sitting there like, we may hold on to the X5 for another year or so just to see how this goes. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about YouTube. Right now, YouTube has 51 million YouTube channels. 51 million. And I want you guys to put in the comments how many of those 51 million YouTube channels you think have over 100,000 subscribers. Because here's the thing. The channels that have over 100 subscribers includes the channels that have 1 million subscribers, and includes the channel that has over 1 million subscribers. So go ahead, put that number in the comments, letting me know. Because once again, today is Thursday, and this Monday we're going to be doing our first review of the best comments across all 3 channels. So make sure your comments pretty good, because I gotta say, I have noticed a definite increase in the quality, thank you, of my YouTube comments. Definitely increased. The comments are getting longer. People are actually watching the videos, so I really appreciate you. All right, so let's talk about YouTube. There are a lot of ways to make money from YouTube, and a lot of those ways I avoid because I make more money selling my own stuff. And let's talk about that. Years and years ago on this channel, I had a video called The Creator, the Producer versus the Consumer. And literally since 2009, I have been on the producer side. And this is one of the reasons, because literally, it's kind of calmed down, but at one point, I was getting so many promo offers, like if you would, like BookBoat. They want me to promote BookBoat, which is, I don't do a channel talking about creating low content books and throwing them on Amazon. I just think that that offer would be woefully first of all, and this is some stuff that we're going to talk about in the YouTube course, crafting an offer. And BookBoat on this channel would fail. It just would fail because I don't do that type of content. So I literally, it has slowed down, but I remember at one point, every day in my email box, I would be hit by 50 to 70 YouTube channel offers. And because I use my YouTube channel to sell my stuff, which makes me way more money than what they're willing to pay me. It just doesn't make sense to try to promote, stuff. So one of the things that, have you put in the comments how many people out of the 51 million YouTube channels have over 100,000 subscribers? Have you put that in the comments? Because I really want to see how much you guys know about YouTube. Because here's the thing with faceless YouTube channels. I got a question. Did we see the guys who produced Iron Man? Did we see them in the video? Did we see the Harry Potter producers? We see them in the video. Wonder Woman video. I think this movie was called Trek. It was about us going into space to check out our forefathers. Essentially, I'm gonna tell you why they call it YouTube automation and faceless channels. And it's a marketing angle. Because if you're having a YouTube channel where you don't show your face, you've essentially become a production studio. There's nothing, production studios go back to the 20s, 1920s. So there's nothing new about someone coming out to produce a movie or television show or certain videos and not being in the videos. There's nothing new about that. But the thing is, they make this YouTube automation sounds mythical and magical, when essentially, if you are running a YouTube studio where you're producing videos where you're not in the videos, you've just become a production company. But once again, the faceless YouTube channel, the automation is everything. And this is something that we'll be discussing in the YouTube course, because there's a lot of ways to make a lot of money with YouTube. There's a ton of ways to make money with YouTube. And did you put it in the chat? I'm doing this for a reason, because I want to see how many people have a clue to how YouTube works. Because if you understand how YouTube works, you can make a lot of money. Now, I'm going to tell you, in 2020, there was 288,000 channels over 100,000 subscribers. This channel being one of them. And from 2020 to now, we used to have 30 million YouTube channels. Guess how many YouTube channels we have now? Take a wild guess. Put that in the comments. Because we're having a discussion. I'm talking, I'm communicating with you. We're talking about some stuff, right? So going on in 2020, we had like 30 million YouTube channels. And in 2020, there was 288,000 YouTube channels with 100,000 subscribers or more, right? Now, 30 million, if 10% of those YouTube channels were having 100,000 subscribers, that would be 3 million YouTube channels with 100,000 subscribers. The fact that it was 288,000, literally 1% of the YouTube channels had over 100,000 subscribers. And this, when you start talking about creating YouTube automation. Now, I will say something. I will say this. If you are an established YouTuber and you've grown your channel to 100,000 subscribers, and if you were to get into YouTube automation, you would do much, much better than someone who's just a raw rookie. Because here's the thing. Let's say you've been doing YouTube for 3 years, you have over 100,000 subscribers, you had a number of videos pop and go viral. You inherently have skills that will help you with your YouTube automation because you have an understanding of how YouTube works. But literally, and I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound mean and aggressive, I don't really care. I feel that the vast majority of people without any relevant YouTube experience who go into YouTube automation will fail because they don't understand YouTube. They don't understand YouTube. Did you put in there how many YouTube channels we have now? We have 51 million channels. 51. And this, in 2020, we had 30 million, right? Now we have 51 million. YouTube has almost doubled in 2.5 years. Now, what does that tell you? Everybody's coming to YouTube. Right now, I am seeing a number of people who are still on TikTok. They haven't left TikTok, but they've also posting here on YouTube. A ton of people. So the TikTokers are coming to YouTube. The folks from Instagram are coming to YouTube. And I saw this guy, he has a YouTube channel. His name is I don't know what his name is, but the name of the YouTube channel is the Black Hustlers Club. And this guy had a creative juice for creating Instagram channels. He was really, really good at it. And I believe this guy is pretty honest and straight up. So he said that one of the reasons, and he has a video that you should check out on YouTube automation. I feel that his video was the best video on YouTube automation on YouTube, because he actually went into it. He had money. He had a monetized channel. We'll be talking about that. And he put out, in my estimation, out of all of the YouTube automation channels, all of the hype, he put out a very well-spoken, greatly educated video that will aid you into setting up your own YouTube automation. All right, so did you guess how many YouTube subscribers we have at 100,000? We have 336,000 YouTube channels. So in 2020, that number grew by 50,000, but the number of YouTube channels grew by 21 million. So, like I said, this is my beliefs. I'm just speaking from my perspective. If you're a YouTuber and you create a second channel, or you go into YouTube automation, your chances are much greater of being successful doing that, because you have an understanding of YouTube. Now, let's talk about this. Now, this is something that I do that is just, you gotta watch YouTube. This is really a very important part of being successful on YouTube. You gotta watch YouTube. I remember when YouTube had a feature where you could make a video and reply to another video. They got rid of that. There are so many things that YouTube used to do. There were so many things that I would see on YouTube that they no longer do. And this right here is the biggest thing if you get anything out of this video. Right now is absolutely the best time to start a brand new YouTube channel from scratch. Now, why do I say that? I watch a lot of YouTube. YouTube has pulled something from TikTok. And I am seeing brand new channels that'll put out their first video and get 100,000 views on their first video. So YouTube is in the kitchen cooking up something new. I've never seen that before. I'll go back to my days. My first $1 million year. You know how many subscribers I had on YouTube? I had 10,000. So YouTube is doing something. And not the Black Hustlers Club, the real estate trapper who's now rechristened himself, All Things Real, he's talked about this, and I agree 100% with him. Everybody's running to YouTube. Why is everyone running to YouTube? You can make the most money over here. Facebook Reels has something that's going on where people are making money, but hands down, YouTube, if you're successful, if you can be successful, you can make the most money. This month, between 3 channels, this channel made the most money. I did about 2,500. So for me personally, I have never made a lot of money directly from YouTube. I should say directly in terms of AdSense. I'm having a YouTube channel and getting affiliate marketing. We'll be talking about that in the course too. But one of the things that you guys have to understand is you must create your channel correctly. This is why, and this is from Roberto Blake, a friend of mine, 90% of the YouTube channels out there never get 10,000 subscribers. 90%. You wanna know why? Number one, when I started my YouTube channel in 2019, I started it with a business mindset. So this YouTube channel has always been foremost and first about business. So I didn't just throw it up here. I had a plan. I had a written plan. I was like, I'm gonna write this book. I'm gonna produce these videos about storage. I had a plan. In my first full year of YouTube, I made $62,000, and I wasn't monetized by YouTube. So one of the things that you have to understand, and right now, one of the favorite YouTube videos to watch is my channel's monetized, or how did my small channel get monetized, or my first year of monetization. I just told you I made $62,000 in 1 year and my channel wasn't monetized. It wasn't monetized. I got monetized towards the end of 2011, and what YouTube did, and this is the way they used to do it before they came up with this new program. They would send out, it's like, hey, this video is doing really well. You had the option to monetize it. So I monetized it, then a month later, my whole channel was monetized. So I went 2009, 2010, and the majority of 2011 without being monetized. And I made $62,000 my first year, and I made $92,000 my second year. What does that tell you about YouTube? What does that tell you about YouTube? If you come at YouTube with a business mindset, you can make a lot of money whether you're monetized by YouTube or not. And this is one of the reasons that, I haven't been, let's talk about 2022, 2020, 2021, 2022 were the most years I made, like, I think 75 in 2021. And I made, like, in 2022, I made 83,000 across my YouTube channels. Those have been the biggest years for direct payment from YouTube ads. I have made millions selling my own stuff. So this is one of the reasons that I am not super hyped about YouTube monetization. Like I said, this month I'll do like 2,500. Okay. My first month back to selling, I did 50,000 with broken YouTube channels. And we'll be talking about that in the comments. I did 50,000 with broken YouTube channels. I got 83,000 hits on this channel. I got maybe 36. I have to look because the final numbers will post around the 2nd of June, 3rd of June. So I got 120,000 views. 120,000 views. And my channels are broken. They're broken. They're broken. And I keep saying that for you to understand, because, the reason my channels are broken is because I broke them. When I did the reset, the name change, I did this. And I'll tell you something. My broken channels, like the last month that I did some stuff, I did like 220. And what's going to happen as I continue to revamp my channels and continue to put out this content and keep to staying in the same vein, because once again, I can tell by the comments that I'm attracting a different breed of viewer. Totally different. It's totally different. And this is something that's funny. I'm still losing subscribers. And this is why I say my channels are broken. I'm still losing subscribers, right? And my channel's broken. And between my AdSense, like $53,000 in 30 days with a broken YouTube channel, because I made way more money. My channels are broken. I keep having to tell you this to understand the impact that what I can do with a broken YouTube channel. And this is why, this month has told me a lot. December is going to be a great month because that's going to be June, July, August, September, October, November. It's going to be 6 months into the future, right? And my channel will no longer be broken. It will no longer be broken. I've had months where I made 360,000. So from YouTube, having a YouTube channel and doing certain things. And that 2020, my tax bill was stupid. It was stupid in 2020. my tax bill, because I didn't have the deductions that I currently have set up, because, there's so many things that's going to happen. But we're going to talk about how to properly set up a YouTube channel, because if you're going to be like 90% of the people who just like, I'm going to throw some videos up on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Like a video of you going in the kitchen, walking in the kitchen, and a video of you sliding a coffee cup in your coffee machine, and the video of your coffee machine making you coffee. This is one of the things that I see, and I'm going to come across as mean and aggressive. People will put the stupidest stuff on YouTube. Now, what do I mean when I say stupid? They're all in the moment. I'll give you an example. Back in the day, me and my boys, this was the VCR days. We had a camcorder that recorded us breakdancing. And I tried to show other people, women I was dating, of us breakdancing, and they just simply were not interested. But at the moment, because we were doing it, we were recording it, we were hyped. We were like, yo, we breakdancing. But essentially no one outside the crew gave a damn. No one really cared. And this is the biggest thing that kills so many YouTubers, is they would put up something that no one cares about. No one cares about. And they'll be geeked and they'll be giddy and they'll be, we're putting this up on the YouTube. And they'll get like 5 or 6 views and they're wondering what happened. That's the number one reason that most YouTubers fail, is they would put some stuff up that no one cares about. No one cares about it all. Once again, and these channels haven't been revamped or revitalized. They're just starting off, and they're like women. Women put up some of the most stupidest things. Like they'll literally be standing from a mirror and they'll flex and they'll put that up as a short. I'm like, okay, what did you think you were going to accomplish there, Missy? And there's so many things, because the YouTube course is going to be probably large, because there's a lot of things I got to tell you. Because like this right now is the best time in the history of YouTube to start a brand new channel, because YouTube is doing some different things. And this will be in the course, and I will go on for a very lengthy period of time. Actually, I'll leave that for the course. But YouTube, this right now is the best time to start a brand new YouTube in the history of YouTube. I have seen people, there's a guy by the name of Caleb Hammer. He does financial audits. He's up to almost 500,000 subscribers, and he's had this channel almost a year. I think it's a year old or close to a year. 500,000 subscribers. He will hit 1 million subscribers. And go ahead, watch him. Caleb Hammer. Just go and watch his channels. People love this guy. They love him. And there's another thing, because one of the things that I'm beginning to see, that a lot of people in the side hustle content space, they're starting to lose a lot of power. I am like someone that put up a brand new video in the side hustle space. Video was like 12 hours old and they had 400 views, because people are getting smart. People are starting to wake up that 99% of these side hustles are not putting money in anyone's pocket except the content creator. And that's another thing that we're going to talk about, because one of the things that helped me is I've been honest with you. I've been telling you the truth. I don't make stuff up. I don't lie. That will become incredibly important for you in the future with starting your YouTube channel. Now, with that said, you can do what I call a rah-rah channel, a hype channel, talking about crazy stuff. There's a number of YouTube channels that go out and interview homeless people. There's a guy, God, what's the name of his YouTube channel? It's, God, I cannot think of it. But soft white underbelly, interviewing homeless people, prostitutes, drug addicts, porn stars. He got demonetized. And this is something, All Things Real, the former real estate trapper, he talked about. It's happening. You can go ahead and create one of those realer than real YouTube channels, and more than likely you're gonna be demonetized. You're gonna be demonetized because soft white underbelly is demonetized because of the topics and the subjects they were talking about. God, he does a podcast. Dude has tattoos on his neck. I can't even think of this, but I can see the dude. I just can't think of the name. Demonetized. But they make money in other ways. So you can create one of these realer than real where you're interviewing people living in tents and you're just on their path of demonetization. You'll get views. You'll get a lot of views because people like looking at crazy stuff. They love looking at crazy stuff. But go ahead and create one of those realer than real YouTube channels. There's a channel here that goes out and interviews homeless people in ATL. It's just a matter of time if he hasn't already been demonetized. Because YouTube is getting very much like Disneyland. And there's so many topics. There's so many, like the preppers. These are the people who you need to prep. These are the folks and preppers. There's different categories of preppers. There's city preppers, there's farming preppers, there's preppers living the trip. There's many different but preppers are starting to get demonetized because of the stuff they're talking about. YouTube, from a monetization standpoint, is Disneyland. And if you want to get off into some saucy topics and you want to go ahead and get into that rah-rah stuff, you're just looking at a matter of time before you're demonetized. Just a matter of time. I'm just letting you know, as someone who's been on YouTube since 2009 and going into 2023, I have never been demonetized. You wanna know why? Because I know what will get your channel demonetized, and that will be in the course, because there's so many things. There are things you think you could just talk about, you could just say. Next thing you know, you get that message from YouTube, due to your content, we're gonna demonetize your whole channel. And first, it'll start off where you start getting these yellow strikes, where you'll put up a video and it will be demonetized before you can even put it up, right? Then you'll start to see you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute, you got 10 yellow strikes? It's just a matter of time before you lose your monetization. I mean, literally a week or two. So there's a lot of things that are coming on. And one of the things I'm gonna teach you is how to make money that is not affiliated with YouTube, which if you do it right, that's some major money. These are people I personally know with YouTube channels of 10, 20, 30,000 subscribers. And these guys are doing anywhere from 30,000 to 100K a month. There's another guy, Frank White, I think is his name. He has 2 YouTube channels. He has a YouTube channel with 2.3 million subscribers that he literally stopped posting on. And has another YouTube channel with 150,000 subscribers that he posts on consistently. You know why? Because he's making 100K a month. 100K a month. See, there's so many of you who look at, because I know there were people that when I was doing my revamping process, it's like, Glendon Cameron's gone. He can't make no money. And I'm just sitting there like, you fools have no clue to how YouTube works. You have no understanding, because many of you are for the rah-rah phase. Get a lot of views, get a lot of AdSense. I am here to tell you that if you set up a YouTube channel correctly, you could be making $15,000 to $30,000 a month and have 10,000 subscribers. How do I know this? I have done it. So once again, once you really learn how YouTube works and how to stay out of trouble, I got a warning. I got a YouTube warning for something I put up, and it's still in my dashboard. Now, a warning is like you're speeding and the state trooper's like, I'm in a good mood, I'm just gonna let you off with a warning. All right, a warning on YouTube is something you need to pay attention to, because you get one copyright strike, you can't post videos for a week. You get 2, you can't post videos or do nothing on YouTube for 2 weeks. You get 3, it's over. It's over for your channel. And many of you who have not properly set up your YouTube channel correctly are literally going to be sitting ducks. There's a site called Fame Swap where people are selling YouTube channels. And you know, it's funny that the majority of YouTube channels they're selling are not monetized. Oh, I got 1 million subscribers. You know, there's ways for you could do shout outs and other stuff. They're monetized. You won't know why, because these folks have done some crazy stuff. They have done stuff. They've gotten demonetized and now they can't do anything. And there was another guy, Radical Marketing, and he did something where he got demonetized. He did not post videos on that channel for a year. Because, you know, once you get monetized, once you get used to making money and you lose that, your motivation to produce content it goes down the toilet. It just goes down the toilet. So I'm gonna teach you how not to get demonetized. I'm gonna teach you how to stay out of the streets, because this is another thing. And I've had multiple channels and I've learned some stuff. YouTube has the ability to take down your thumbnail. If you put up thumbnail that they don't like, that sucker's gone. You put up a bunch of them, like essentially I had that experience with Disruptive Male where they were consistently taking down my YouTube thumbnails. And these women weren't even naked. This is, once again, you have to understand, YouTube is very much Disneyland. It is very much Walt Disney. And if you don't understand that, you can put up a video that you would think is just perfectly fine. You put that video up, and the next thing you know, you got a message from YouTube. You got a little yellow dash. The video's been demonetized, and you're well on your path to losing your monetization. Because like literally, and Fame Swap is a place where you can buy YouTube channels, you can buy Instagram accounts, and you can buy TikTok accounts. And the vast majority of these accounts are not monetized. There's a reason they're not monetized. There's a reason, because there are people, there's a guy named Kevin, Kevis, and his wife, her name is Squirrel Tribe, and they both have YouTube channels. And they putting up, and they're doing economic events, and they're talking about some stuff. And apparently Kevin got a little bit too deep. And he's sitting there like, because see, what I think is they make all their money from YouTube. And if you're a YouTuber and you make all your money from YouTube, just the mere whisper of losing monetization is enough to freak you out. It's enough to freak you out. And you're going to see in the I can go ahead and predict what's going to happen, because I think the All Things Real, the former real estate trapper, will agree with me. There's going to be a ton of YouTube channels in the future that are going to be demonetized. Because you got to understand, YouTube is very much Disneyland. What are some of the biggest YouTube channels? Channels for children. Channels for children. Biggest channels. You think Mr. Beast has the biggest YouTube channel? He doesn't. It's a kids channel. So YouTube very much knows their audience, and they're very much on that. And it doesn't take much for you to get demonetized. One of the things I used to do, and this was before YouTube got into the Disneyland waters, I used to cuss quite a bit in my videos, and people hated it, right? YouTube kept monetizing my videos. I didn't have no problems. Then about 2015, that became a problem. And I had to stop. I had to slow it down, because there are certain cuss words you can say, But if you cuss in the first 30 seconds or the first minute, first 3 minutes, demonetized. Demonetized. This is why you will see people bleeping out cuss words, because YouTube is not playing. YouTube, AI, artificial intelligence, that goes over your video. And we'll be talking about that, because you guys have no clue to how deep YouTube's artificial intelligence is. You have no clue. No clue. You have no idea how deep this thing goes. So that's some of the other stuff that we're going to be talking about. And yeah, so you can go ahead and, I've changed all of the passwords and everything. You can no longer buy the old course. The price has gone up. The new promo word is YouTube. And this is going to be a long course. This probably is going to go off into July. It's going to be a long course. So we got a lot of stuff that's going on. I'm cooking up a lot of stuff. And here's the thing. I can actually show you my YouTube channels and go through the history and stuff and show you all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to start some new YouTube channels that I'm not going to show you. And I'm going to talk about why I'm not showing you, because that algorithm is wicked. I have learned so much about YouTube that would blow your mind, because literally I have warned people, I don't even know. I was like, look, if you do X, Y, and Z, this is going to happen. And someone I warned, she didn't listen. She kept doing it. And she's like, oh my God, that happened. I was like, I told you. I tried to warn you. I reached out to you. I told you what was going to happen. So this course is going to be extremely powerful for anyone that wants to make significant money on YouTube. Now, what's significant money? I'm not talking about $5,000 a month. I'm not talking about $10,000 a month. I'm talking $30,000 a month and up. That's what I'm talking about. So if you want to be part of it, you can go below. The content's going to be below. And I'm probably going to start, what is today? Today is Thursday. Yesterday was a power day. I'm probably going to start Friday or Saturday, because there's got to be a lot that's going to be in the YouTube course. So go ahead, get ready, and we're going to knock it down, because I've been doing YouTube for 14 years. I have incredible YouTube experience from the top to the bottom. And if I wanted to have one of those crazy, wild YouTube channels, I could, and I could be making a lot of YouTube AdSense money. But I have no desire to do that, because there's something that's called the YouTuber life cycle. You would literally see YouTubers who have 1 million subscribers walk away from their channel. And I know exactly why they do it. We'll be talking about that in the course. So you can go ahead and get in there. Oh, to the people on the payment plan. I know a lot of you are going to be pissed off that you don't have an opportunity to win the X5. I really don't care, because I never know when you guys are just going to stop paying and disappear. And essentially the people who are going to win the prizes are going to be the people who will pay in full. Just letting you know. All right, my name is Glenn Cameron. I'll see you guys in the next one. These videos are going to get a little long, man. They're going to get a little long.